Ron Fair.
God bless you.
Rolling down Imperial Highway, the big nasty red at my side. Santa Ana winds blowing hot from the north.
How you doing, baby?
We were born.
There you go.
Roll down the
We're gonna win the
west,
Super Bowl again this year.
put down the top. Crank up the Beach Boys, baby. Don't let the music stop. We go
champ
ride it
host.
till we just can't ride it no more. From the side bay to the valley, from the west side to the east side, everybody very happy, 'cause the sun is shining all the time. It's like another perfect day. I love LA.
On those Rams. Yes, indeed. How about those Rams? Hope everyone's having a great Thursday. Thank you guys for popping in. Hope you guys are having a great Thursday. It looks like the Detroit Lions are on their way to another win. Surprising season. 34-17 right now. 39 in the fourth quarter. Lions have the ball. This game is, as Chick Hearn would say, this game is in the refrigerator. The butter's getting cold and the jello is jiggling. So the Lions will go to 3-1 on the season. And I'm really happy for the Lions. You know, they've been down for a long time, and I'm happy for golf. And let me look at their division. Great division win for them as well. Yeah, so they're going to overtake Green Bay. They'll be 3-1, and then Green Bay will fall to 2-2, and then Minnesota Vikings are 0-3. You know, you thought this young Rams team was, we should have won that game in Cincinnati, and the referees screwed us, and yeah, that is all true. Stafford shouldn't have thrown that ball. And what was McVay doing? And yeah, Sean McVay, I've been really too nice, rather. He's my guy. He had a horrible game plan, and we didn't. Larry Jackson went out, and all hell broke loose. And then we didn't even put No Boom back at left tackle, and and we still almost won the damn game. I mean, come on now. I mean, the referees took away the Tutu Atwell touchdown. There was another play where they grabbed Tutu in the back of the end zone. They grabbed his jersey. No call. We would have the ball first to go on the goal line. And we lost by 3. But, yeah, I mean, we could be the Vikings, 0-3. Imagine that. But, yeah, so we expect to get back on track against the Colts. Like I said, I think we can go 3-1. And I just really believe that this team should have won this last game, but coulda, shoulda, woulda. And but you have to be realistic. The Rams had a chance to win that game. They had a really good chance, and in the beginning of the year, you wouldn't have said that. You would have said, well, we get a break here and there. We can beat the Bengals. But no, we actually should have won that game when you look back at it. And so that is what it is. You have to win the game. It doesn't do any good to talk about it, but it does helps us with our fandom and gripeism. When you're like, what the hell are we doing out there? The old NFL film, one of the coaches, what the hell are we doing out there? It is what it is. What's going on? Hold on, I'm trying to send myself a link real quick so I can post it here. But yeah, I mean, we're 1-2. The Niner game and the Bengals game we lost, and each game we've been in it. The Niner game we were in it as well. That's one of the better teams in the NFL, and we have 16 rookies, for what I understand, second and third year players. But that's no excuse. We want to win every game. We're not here for excuses. We want to win the damn game. And so that is what that is. But hold on, let me just finish this last thing, and we'll get to the chat. But yeah, I'm very happy about this team. I'm not happy with McVay's play calling. I'm not happy that we didn't put No Boom. But then he got banged up though too, so that gives him a little bit of an out. He got banged up for a little while, but then when he was back, we didn't put No Boom on left. We should have at least helped him as well. We should have helped Chip, their edge rusher 91, and it is what it is. The game's over. On to the Colts. Rams at Colts. We'll get onto that now. It's just irritating. But like I said, I think we can go 3-1. Here's the winnable games. Rams at Colts. The Eagles. Can we get a break there? Can Stafford not turn the ball over? Can we use somebody else besides Kyren Williams? Can Kyren Williams not tip the ball up to the other team? I love Kyren Williams, young player. Stop doing that. Can we beat the Cardinals? Yes, we should be able to. Can we beat the Steelers? Yes, we should be able to. Pickett wasn't that good. I know I got a guy here that's a Steeler fan. He comes in once in a while. Props to your team. Mike Tomlin, my hat goes off to one of the better coaches in the NFL, but I think the Rams can win this game, and we'll see what happens with that. But I really believe that we can go 3-1, and even if we go 2-2, we'll be fine. There's a lot of teams that don't have a really good record right now, and I'm really looking forward to it. There's my guy Jimbo. Hola, Rudy. What's up, brother? Rudy. Props to you, my brother. Appreciate you so much, man. I appreciate you so much, my brother. Here we go. Hold on. Rudy. Sandra says, I'm still not over the loss on Monday. Me too, man. Me too. Me too, man. We should be at 2-1. Looking beautiful. Jacques 42. Sup, Rudy? Nice intro. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. Thank you, Jacques 42. Joe says, ¿Qué pasa, Rudy? We need to come back with that embarrassment. We are so capable. Now, listen. Perfect comment from Jimbo about the loss, and Joe, and thank you, Jock 42 for the intro. Props. But yes, that was an embarrassment because Burrow's limping. he had to stay inside the hash marks. Van Jefferson showed up for one pass. Oh boy. But we still overcome the refs. It wasn't the refs' fault, but they hindered us big time. It's a young team. There's going to be hard plays for us to overcome some stuff until we get more on into the season, more seasoned, but yeah, forget all that. The game's there. Win the damn game, damn. So McVay didn't help us in that game. You would expect him to help us. And I know a lot of people are watching the game right now, so I wanted to just come in. I was going to come in on Wednesday. I wasn't able to. Daniel Barry Sports highlights. Rams better win against Colts. Yo, I know they better, man. They better. I really like our chances though too. Joe says, gotta go. I'm at work. Lunch is over for me. Props to you, Joe. You can watch the replay, brother. Appreciate you so much, man. Thank you so much. Let's get right into it. So let's see. I want to give props again to Tutu Atwell for showing up. This guy is the real deal now. He's being consistent. The referees stole a diving touchdown, rather. Flash, aka Tutu Kachu. The guy should have had that touchdown, and then they yanked on his jersey in the back of the end zone, and we didn't get that call either. And then props to Kyren Williams, doing the best that he can, but he can't do it all. He's on pace to. He's one of the most used running backs. He's not a big stout guy. We need to unleash Ron Rivers more. Rolls Royce Freeman, Zach Evans. Let's get him in some. Use him like a Debo Samuel. Get him an open field and let him take off. Man, the guy's got game-breaking speed. There's some things that we can do. I don't understand what we're doing. LaFleur, props to you, brother. I know we're kind of baby steps, but There's a lot of things that we can do. Now, this last game, no Boom went out for a few snaps. Alaric Jackson was out, and they put my boy in there. I mean, I could have did just as bad a job as he did. I could have just walked. Go ahead, go. Stafford's right there. Go ahead and get him. I know you tried, man. I know you tried, but damn, you got to chip him with the tight end. You got to chip him with the running back. You got to get the ball out of your hand quick. You got to roll him away from pressure. There's a lot of things that we can do. We didn't do nothing. It was kind of lazy game plan once we got hurt. And then when we went in for halftime, let's make some adjustments. And we normally, are good with that. But anyway, here's our guy AD. He's still there, and I look for him to pay dividends on the road. And here we go.
Nothing on first down, 2nd and 10. The Bengals 36. Blitz up the middle from Roseboom. He's hit. He's gobbled up. Burrow is sacked back at the 26. Aaron Donald is inevitable. Snap back to Burrow. Rams attack him with 4. Burrow has to retreat. Burrow is engulfed. He's sacked again. Back at the 35. Kobe Turner and Aaron Donald collapsing the pockets.
It felt great. I knew what the I was going to do in that last one. It felt great.
And Agent Zero, Byron, Young, they're going to pay dividends. Just be relaxed. I know that we're watching the TV. I am too. I'm like, where's the damn pass rush? Help Donald. Hoyt. Get back on the defensive line. I understand. No, I'm the same way. I have eyes and I have 4 eyes. I can see. We need more pressure. These guys will come on once they start feeling themselves more. They start getting more reps. Donald takes them under the wing a little longer. But they're in there. They're doing the best they can right now. But Agent Zero, once they, the switch will flip, and then he'll be a problem every week. And so he's getting there. Kobe Turner is going to be, people are talking about Kobe Turner at 91 as being the next best thing once Donald hangs him up. And hopefully that won't be for a while, but keep an eye on Kobe Turner. Bobby Brown III, my prerogative. Hopefully we'll start doing some things. I'm really, these young guys, Roseboom has played better than we thought. My hat goes off to Ahkello Witherspoon with the one-handed catch. Amazing. So, and these young guys, Kobe Durant really hasn't made himself known yet, but they played really good. The defense is not the problem. Imagine that. Remember, I was telling you a bit earlier in the year. What did I say? The defense is going to have its problems, right? But as we get more games going, the secondary is going to come on. I really, on the grander scale, looking ahead, we can be the Rams, akin to the Legion of Boom on the Rams side with Kobe Durant and Darian Kendrick gets a little more seasonal. He's a little raw. He should have turned around against Debo when they got that horrible PI right before halftime. Gave him right the ball. Here you go right the 1 yard line. And then Tomlinson. He's going to get more reps. Quentin Lake, Ahkello Witherspoon's 6'2" guy, good vet. We're going to have a really good secondary. The linebackers are just fast, and they'll run you down. And Ernest Jones continues to play really good. Our defense hasn't been the problem. The pass rush can use more, but we're riding the games. The offense, remember I told you, leading to what I was saying, is going to carry us. But unfortunately, Cooper Kupp went out. But then we were able to, because he went out, we uncovered the diamond in the rough. Hold on. Well, wait, this way. Puka Nacua. And it's our journey. It's our journey. So just stay a little patient, as much as it's hard to. We've got to put these W's on the board. But remember, though, look at the Vikings are 0-3. Let me look at the standings. Okay. Niners are 3-0. Okay, the regular season empire, we told you they're going to play good, but Debo's already hurt. Imagine that. The guy get all that big old contract. Basically, CMC took his job. He's a part-time player, and he still gets hurt. Now, he does run hard, though. I'll give him that. Seattle's 2-1. We got to get to 2-2 right there. Arizona's 1-2. in our division. But look, Minnesota Vikings 0-3, same record as the Bears. The Dallas Cowboys 2-1. They lost to the Arizona Cardinals. Imagine you're a Cowboys fan. Props to my guy West Hill Rock. But it's just one game. But Philadelphia Eagles doing what they should be doing, 3-0. They look sketchy at times too. Kansas City Chiefs 2-1. They lost a game, and they're still missing their defensive dude. The Baltimore Ravens 2-1. Pittsburgh 2-1. Cleveland 2-1. Anybody's division. The Miami Dolphins 70 points against the Broncos 3-0. The Buffalo Bills 2-1. We're right there. This young team. Remember, we don't have nothing. The Rams are they're done. No, we're not done. Here's my guy Raheem Morris talking about the defense. I mean, actually, talking about the young
really
defense.
Good effort, and you continue to see them get better and better from week 1 to last week, and I think it's going to continue to go. I think the guys are just getting better. I think they're learning from each other. I think they're really growing together, and it's like always things are correct, and they're so correctable. You make a couple things from the first week of the season, you see the improvements in the latest game that we played. So it's a real fun group to coach. It's a real fun group to be out there with, and they've responded really well when it comes to playing the sport.
Raheem Morris, but basically the defense is playing really good. These young guys. And well, Rambo's going to say, of course, he's laughing, but who were champs? Like I said, the regular season Empire are going to win games. They're going to run through their division because the NFC is weak. The NFC is not very strong right now. Look at the Cowboys lost to the Cardinals. They can laugh, but we're laughing at them because they still think they're going to win the Super Bowl. And like I said, whenever I hear somebody say, "Oh, the Niners are the best team," the Niners are favored to win the Super Bowl. This is always my response, years. They're in year 7 now. They've already won one chip. The Niners can't win. They haven't won. Like my guy, just to have some fun here. I know it's not Niner week, but I
cannot play with them, cannot win with them, cannot coach with them. Can't do it. I want winners.
I didn't mean for it to run long, but I got a little hung up on there on that stupid clip. But yes, indeed. But he's gonna laugh. It's fine. We'll be laughing in the end, like always. Jacques 42 says when AD got up slow, I was scared for a minute. Yeah, he kind of messed up his wrist. It looked like, but he's fine. He's fine. But yes, indeed. Simon says, "Can we fast forward the season, please?" Yes, Debo's out. I don't think he's going to play. Yes, indeed. Simon said, "Let's go Dodgers. Time for the playoffs." Yeah, man, that pitching staff. Woo! We'll see what happens. God bless you, Kanye. Kanye. I saw a thing with Eric Gagne. That's why I got the Kanye thing. Man, he was so great, and then he got busted and for taking those whatever they was and steroids or whatever it was, enhancing drugs. And then I heard that he helped us. He helped the Red Sox beat us in the World Series. They still had to do it, but horrible. They were talking about the worst trader in Dodger history. It was some clip that I saw on YouTube. I was like, whoa, I don't remember that he helped them. He was some kind of pitching coach or something. I don't remember what it was, but yes, indeed. That's crazy. John Lewis says the Braves are going to win it all. Oh, no. We can't have that. The Braves, they're very good, man. They've been good for a while. Here's our guy, Les Snead on Steve Avila.
To go in and play 70-plus plays a game, starting with Seattle, then a good San Francisco defense, and then a good Cincinnati defense at Cincinnati. Mm-hmm. 2 games on the road where you're going silent count. Those are the nuances that, wow, that's a rookie who's not even coming off on the snap count yet, really. It's on the, the head bob of the center. Mm-hmm. So give him kudos. Done a nice job. Jack to have him.
Steve Avila did a good job against the Bengals, but it was a little more rough because Larry Jackson got hurt. And then my man, number 57, I'm not even going to say his name because You know how I get when guys don't live up to what they're supposed to do. So how are you supposed to block? I'm just going to give you an idea. How are you supposed to block? You got your guy here. You're looking here. You're looking here. Your head's on a swivel to help out. And this guy needs help. You're trying to get your guy, and then they're doing stunts at the middle too. And then this guy is just like there's nobody there. Like I put my microphone there in front of the guy, and he just goes, whoop. He just goes, oh man. That was one thing that I was very surprised. Then our guy Sean McVay didn't at least chip him, run towards him, let Avila pancake his ass. He'll go out for a breather real quick, and okay, now he's out. Okay, now let's do this. Yeah, let's just quit talking about that game. So the Indianapolis Colts, a winnable game for us. Let me get to the injury report. And you're gonna love this, but we'll be fine. It's my guy Willie Bowen. Willie Bowen says, hi, Rudy. I was very upset that the LA Rams lost to the Whiners and Josie and the Pussycats. Me too, man. Always. Let's see. So while we wait for this to load, come on. Rolling. Come on, baby. There we go. All right, so let's share this screen. The injury report. You guys are going to love this. Well, not love. I'm being sarcastic, but we'll be fine. We'll be fine. Hold on. Come on, baby, load. There we go. Woo. Goodness. Let me get rid of this damn ad here. That's what it is. Dax say no mas. I can't do it. I want winners. All right, here we go. Get out of my way. Okay, here we go. Let's see how it's coming on the other side. Here we go. Yes, indeed. Rams injury report. Alaric Jackson, Action Jackson. Tyler, he's still out Thursday. Alaric Jackson is nursing his wounds. Here we go. Los Angeles Rams held their first official practice of the week on Thursday. After only doing a walkthrough Wednesday. That's why I came in today. And the injury report isn't much better than it was to begin the week. You got to love it. Alaric Jackson, Ben Skoranek. Now, Ben hasn't really done anything while you heard. No, just kidding. Let's get better, Ben. Tyler Higbee, we're all on the non-participants Thursday. So they're nursing their aches and pains, which raises questions about their availability for Sunday's game against the Colts. Nobum was a full participant. God bless you, Joe. And Puka Nacua was upgraded from limited to full, so he should be fine to play this weekend. Love it. Jackson is dealing with a hamstring injury. Does it sound familiar? Hamstring. Now, I thought it was a shoulder that he was dealing with, but goodness gracious. I'd rather have it be a shoulder, actually. That he suffered in week 2, while Skoranek and Higbee have soreness in their Achilles. Wow, both of them? What are they doing, dancing the two-step? Yeah, Sean McVay put it Wednesday. Wonderful. Next man up, Skoranek, go to the bench. And Marcus Robinson, your turn, man. Your turn. Their game status will be determined on Friday when the Rams either list them as questionable, doubtful, or remove them from the report. For the Colts, DeForest Buckner and Quentin Nelson both remain out of practice too. If they're unable to play, that would be a big blow to the trenches of Indianapolis Colts. Anthony Richardson seems in line to start as he recovers. Of course, he's going to be ready for us. Of course, he's going to play against us. Well, of course he is. Let me make this bigger so we can all see it. Kind of small. Hold on. See if this lets me do it bigger. There we go. Let's look on this side. There. So we got that. Larry Jackson, DNP, Ben Skoranek, DNP, Tyler Higbee, DNP. Hopefully they can all play. My main thing is Larry Jackson. We can do without Tyler Higbee. I want him to play. And Ben Skoranek, but we need Larry Jackson in there definitely, and I want him to be ready to go. So we'll get more information on that tomorrow. That's a key day. DeForest Buckner and Quentin Nelson, like I said, DNP, hopefully, maybe. I want the best teams out there, but if they can't play, that'll help us. We need this win. Ryan Kelly, center concussion, full participant. Anthony Richardson, full participant. So he's going to be. And then their QB, Sam Eilinger, right shoulder limited. Anything more? Anything else? Nope, that's it. So that's the injury report. More information on Friday. For us, we need Larry Jackson in there like nobody's business, man. We know. John says Colts are a first place team. Yeah, they are first place team, but I think that we can beat them just with the guys that we have now. Stafford can't throw no dumb balls, though. You know, he's a gunslinger. That's my QB. I know a lot of guys were like, let's get rid of Stafford. But believe me, when anyone throws an interception, it drives me nuts. But this man has some stock with me because he's a single champion. What he's doing with Van Jefferson, it seems like when he throws those horrible passes to Van Jefferson under the middle, that he's forcing it. Van Jefferson's not the kind of receiver that's going to run towards the ball to help you. So Stafford, you know, you should know better because you're a Hall of Fame quarterback. Amazing career he's had. I was going to put something up, but I didn't get it. I'll do it on Friday. He's going up the ranks in the passing historical books and when it comes to all-time passers. But yeah, he seems like he's trying to force things to the tip pass wasn't his fault. That happens to everybody. But forcing balls to Van Jefferson underneath when it's not there and he's not going to help you, just stop that, right? So we don't need that. But yes, indeed. But yeah, he has stock with me. He does frustrate me. He's a gunslinger, kind of like Brett Favre. You know, he'll throw a touchdown, then interception, then 2 TDs, and then interception. But we got to be more smart with the ball. We don't need to do that. Just throw it away. Stockton says, Rudy, unfortunately, if we don't win on Sunday, our season is over. Oh, hot take. We smell yank for Cleve. No, I mean, I told you, we're going to lose 8 games. We're going to lose 8 games. Believe me, we're going to be 9-8, 8 or 9, and win the wild card, and everything is going as I foreseen, you know, like the Emperor would say. We'll be fine. We should have won against Cincinnati, though. But because our schedule, believe it or not, gets better as we get past the halfway mark. It gets easier. Willie Bone says Tyler Higbee should get the ball more too, as much as Puka Nacua and Van Jefferson and Tutu. Yeah, the only problem is he can't stay healthy, the guy. Stockton says Higbee gets hurt every time he gets the ball. Yeah, it seems like he catches it, falls down, gets up, and there's tugging at his leg or something. Willie Bone says, wrong, Stockton. Yeah, well, I mean, he's a gamer, but recent times he has shown to be a little banged up, but we'll see. John De La Rosa says it's Khalid, pronounced Caleb. Yes, indeed. Stockton says, being realistic, we lose to the Eagles. If so, we lose Sunday. We are automatically 1-4 season. It's not over. It's not over. We can lose up to 8 to 9 games, Stockton. But I appreciate your opinion. Really, I really believe that we can. Well, we can lose games. We're going to lose games. I told everyone that in the beginning. We will lose games. We can't afford to give away games like Cincinnati, but we are going to lose. Like I remember I told you, every season there's a game that you give away. You should have won. That was that game, but we're going to lose 9-8 games and still win the wild card, or be in the wild card hunt. John says, forgot your Ram fans. Buckner will help his old team. Songman says, I'd rather win only 2 or 3 games out instead of 6 or 7. Yeah, me too. Well, no, I don't want to lose 2 or 3 games, but he's talking about Caleb Williams. John says, Jared Goff looked pretty good today. Yeah, he's a good quarterback, John. We just couldn't wait for him. He was making the same mistakes with Aaron Donald and Tyler Higbee. Aaron Donald and Big Witt, our left tackle, up there in age, Big Witt and Aaron Donald's contract coming up. We couldn't wait for him. Stafford became available, and the rest is Super Bowl history. We wish we could have waited for him because he's a young quarterback. He's still good, but he was doing the same mistakes, and he wasn't getting that plateau. You know, when Stafford, OBJ went down, and it was Cooper Kupp and Stafford show, no look pass in the Super Bowl, he wasn't able to do that. They're 2 different quarterbacks, so we had to do that. Unfortunate, but he is a good quarterback. You know, he drives you nuts sometimes too with the dumb boneheaded mistakes as any quarterback does. But yes, he's a very good quarterback. LA Lou says, if Alaric and Joe Noboom go down, please bring Ellen Brian Allen back to the center, move Shelton to right guard, and put Tremaine Ankrum at left tackle. We should be looking into Leo Collins. I like the Leo Collins. I think somebody picked up Brian Allen. I think I read that. I'm not sure, but hopefully we'll just hope for the best because our offensive line was pretty good with those guys in there, not banged up. Vic Warriors 165 says, you think we will trade Skoranek? Woo! I don't think so because he's fairly cheap. I don't think so. Saka says, no, Skoranek is not valuable. He's not valuable, but also he's very cheap. He's kind of like he's kind of like a poor man's Cooper Kupp, Puka Nacua, that he'll make some flash plays. If you have your main guys in there, he can make some plays, but that's what it is. That's about it with him. Callie Rica says, what's up, 49ers Empire? What's up, Callie? Jock 42 says, McVay relies on Stafford way too much. Make it easy for the guy like Brock Turdy. That's a great comment, Jock 42. Let me tell you guys, we can lean on Stafford, but the man's 35 years old. He's not spry 29, 27. What I mean by that is that's a lot of throws. The man gets tired, and the man's gotten beat up. He got sacked 5-6 times. Come on now, make it easy for your quarterback. We made a pledge to Stafford and his wife and to us Ram fans that we're going to protect Stafford. In that game, we didn't do that. Hold on, let me see something real quick. I think it was like 33 passes, 39 passes that we did with Stafford. Hold on, let me just look that up real quick so I could be right on. Box score. 33 passes in a 19-16 game. 33 passes. Now, I would like it to be around 28, 29. You say, well, what is 5 or 6 difference? Well, those could be runs. You take off those passes in the red zone, we might have scored a touchdown and we win the game. But yes, indeed. LA loses golf losses, worth ethic with his Alex success. He regained it with a need to improve. It was on Detroit. Yeah, you know what? That's a great comment, LA Lou, because when you get traded from the Rams and he was hurt in LA, then going to Detroit and having to start over, now having to prove himself again. He got a little chip on his shoulder and he worked hard and he worked his ass off and he's showing up. Props to him. We us Ram fans, we appreciate him. And we're going for, we're rooting for him. Callie Rica says, I'm hoping Stafford retires after this year because he don't want to win a Super Bowl. No, he's not going to retire. Stalker says, now we got to chase Richardson around like a chicken without a head. Yeah, man. Yes, indeed. Callie Rica says, Cowboys are sorry. That's crazy they lost to, and that sucks that they lost Diggs, though, but they lost to the Arizona Cardinals. That's crazy. Kelly Rican, he will play 2 more years. He will get 1 more ring, then retire. I can see it. Next year is the key year because we get all of our draft picks, the 11 draft picks. Now, first number 1 draft pick, clean cap, and Les Snead already says he's going to be aggressive. So if there's teams in our division that want to win the Super Bowl, especially with a quarterback that hasn't faced a good pass rush yet, like the Eagles, and we got him down a couple times, and then he can't make that deep pass. You better win it now because we'll be back next year. Chewy Locos and Stafford needs to go. Woo! Tired of excuses. We need another quarterback quick. Oh, Chewy Loco with the hot take. Jen the Mithra says cut back plus Puka will make it much easier for staff. We need to run. We need more run game schemes though. Exactly right. Love that. Thank you, Jen, for coming in. LA Lou. Starting if we can sack Kyler Murray and Russell, we can get Richardson. Yep, exactly right. Yeah, we're really good against mobile quarterbacks. Stockton says, Chewy, you sound lame. That QB delivered a Super Bowl. He's the only QB in the NFC right now with the ring. It's okay, Stockton. Everyone has a right to their opinion. Chewy, we have our own opinions. Like I'm not down on Stafford. I don't like some things that he does recently, especially those interceptions to Van Jefferson. Don't just throw it up like that. Van Jefferson's not going to help you. but it's okay. It's okay because we all have our own opinion. It's all right. That's fine. DJ Fono says we could be the next. Who could be the next Rams QB? Well, we were hoping it was going to be Stetson Bennett, learning in the wings. He's got his own personal stuff going on. We will see right now if Stetson Bennett he's not on the roster. He's on the, what is it, NFI thing. It's like you're kind of on the off, not a medical thing. It's a personal thing. Recently, but that's for the future anyway. He's a young quarterback. Right now, we don't really have a future quarterback besides Stetson Bennett, so we will see. We'll have to see what happens. John says, bring on the Cowgirls. Stalker says, next year, the Rams are going to be a monster. I can see it, man. I can see it. Everything with these young gems, our defense. We're going to get a couple more draft picks. We have a number 1 draft pick to bargain with. I'm just telling you. Our front office is chomping at the bit. LA Lou says, if the Rams don't win the Super Bowl, I'd rather that the Lions win it. Yep. Exactly. I would love that. Calarica says a blasphemous thing. 49ers need to move to Los Angeles. We need the 49ers in LA. No, we don't. The Niners can't win the Super Bowl. Nobody cares about regular season wins. I tell you what, the Niners are come out. There's a lot of SoCal Niner fans, but they haven't won diddly in 29 years. We don't need them. The Rams have proven they can win. They're getting the fan base back acclimated after 20 years out of the market. That's the only reason why they're still. Let's just not mince words here. There's a lot of Niner fans in Southern California, right? Do you really think if the greatest show on turf Rams were in Los Angeles, there'd be Niner fans looking at that time they had who? And I appreciate my Mexican-American quarterback brother. What's his name? Your Niners quarterback back then when Steve Young went down. You had on the tip of my, what was his last name in the chat? The Niner quarterback. Redheaded dude. Quarterback, redheaded Garcia. Do you really think these Niner fans would have become Niner fans when you have the greatest show on turf Rams in Los Angeles if we didn't leave? No. So they're in Los Angeles because they're not going to be Charger fans. The ones that aren't going to be Raider fans, they're Niner fans. If the greatest show on turf Rams were in Los Angeles, I guarantee you 80-90% of them wouldn't even thought about the Niners. The Niners had good teams back then with J.J. Stokes and Garcia and Frank Gore, but who cares? Kurt Warner, Isaac Bruce, Marshall Falk. Come on now. Let's just understand something. So we will, if the Rams' greatest show on turf Rams were in Los Angeles then, we would have went all the way, transitioned all the way through. But yes, indeed, they're winning now, but you got to win the chip. Got to win the chip. Jock 42 says, Rams are going to reload, so get us now while we're young. Exactly right, baby. You guys are funny. LA Lou says, don't be surprised if Goff ends up back in LA with the Rams. Ooh. Well, I'll tell you what, Les Snead and all them, if Stafford hung them up and we need a quarterback, they'll do whatever we need to take to win. JJ Fornes says, Phonius will choke like they always do. Garcia, thank you, John. Yeah, I can remember my man's name. Yep, Garcia. I like Garcia. I liked him. He was a good quarterback. Don't get me wrong. Jeff Garcia was a good quarterback. But at that time, and you guys can't, I'm not BSing, right? You guys know this with this. Great team with the Frank Gore, Garcia, J.J. Stokes. Really good team. All those good, those teams were really good. If the Rams' greatest show turf Rams were in Los Angeles, can you imagine? Marshall Falk, Torrey Holt, Isaac Bruce, Oz Hakeem, Ricky Prohl, Kurt Warner. I guarantee you most of those Niner fans would have been Ram fans. I guarantee you. Thank you, guys. Appreciate you. But, it is what it is. It's just the way it goes. Even when the Lakers, our wonderful Lakers, had Nick Van Exel and we weren't winning, they don't show up. I showed you guys that the Niners, and from 2014 to 2017, the Levi Stadium was half empty all the time. It's because the team wasn't winning. That's what happens. The Rams are winning, but they've been gone for a long time. The Rams are reestablishing the fan base. But yeah, that's how it goes. John says, Yet they only got one ring. Now we got the St. Louis ring, the LA ring. We got 2 rings in Cleveland and LA before that, before the Super Bowl era. The Rams have won all the way throughout their pre-Super Bowl and after Super Bowl eras. If you were a great granddaddy, 70, 80 years old, you got to see the Rams as Super Bowl champions. We like to say your great granddaddy and your dad got to see the Rams win a championship. And then they got to see now, this time, the only team in the NFC West that have won 2 Super Bowls in the last 29 years, the LA Rams. Let's see. And also, too, the woman who shall be nameless, during the when Carol Rosenblum passed away in 1979 to 1995, when they moved to St. Louis, and props to my St. Louis brothers, you're Ramelia, you're part of the Ramley. Sorry you lost your team like we did. We're all still together. Carol Rosenblum would have won a chip or 2 in Los Angeles, but when his wife took over, the woman who shall be nameless, who I talk about, she didn't want to pay Eric Dickerson, didn't want to pay Kevin Green, certain guys. I think it was Kevin Green. They'd have to hold out. We never could get over the top. So that's why that whole time from 79, after we got the Super Bowl, 89 championship game, we couldn't get over the hump, even though John Robinson got us to 2 NFC championships. We didn't win Super Bowls in that time because we had that owner. It wasn't until she got to St. Louis when they had to win. They got a Marshall Faulk, a Trent Green. They harvested gold with Kurt Warner falling from the sky, the great ram in the sky. So they won the chip in St. Louis. But that's one reason why from that time frame, we weren't able to get over the hump, because we had the wrong owner at that time. Nabal Hassan says it'll take a generation, but the new generation are all our Ram fans. Yeah, like I said, great comment, Nabal. Appreciate you coming in here. We got to win in Los Angeles. We came off a 5-12 season. We got hurt. We got these young cats. You got guys already right now. Look I want a Puka Nacua jersey. I want a Cooper Kupp jersey. I want a Aaron Donald jersey. Like guys wear Jack Youngblood and Eric Dickerson jerseys from OG Ram fans. You're going to see guys with Donald and Cooper Kupp Super Bowl jerseys. Puka Nacua, hopefully his career will keep on taking off. The fan base will be back, but also too, when they left to St. Louis, a lot of fans passed away. 20 years plus is a long time. OG Ram fans, they passed away. A lot of Ram fans that when they were hurt, when the Rams left to St. Louis, just like our St. Louis brothers, it took them a while to even come back, or maybe didn't come back, so that's just the way it goes. But yes, indeed. LA Lou says if our first round pick is late in the first round, move back into the second round to get more picks. There isn't much difference in talent in late. Yeah, we always do great late round picks. In the late first and mid second round pick up another second and fourth. Yep, I like that. John says, the greatest show on turf. Yes, indeed, baby. They were amazing. Chewy Loco says, Rudy, my only hope now is that Eagles eliminate the Whiners because nobody else is that good. We'll see what happens. It's a long way. Believe me, guys. We're talking about, if we lose another game, another 2 games. No, we got a lot of games, guys. I'm telling you, NFC is one of the teams where you'll be able to erase some blemishes because of the way the NFC's not very strong. So, yes, indeed. But great comment. Yeah, we'll see what happens. Stockton says in the NFL, any team can win any game on any given Sunday. Yes, indeed. Jen says the Rams are the first team to have helmet logo. We brought the idea. You're welcome. Yes, indeed. The first team to have a logo on their helmets when they painted the logo on the leather helmets. The first team to employ a scouting team. The first team to have all of their games televised, road and home. The first team to average over 500 points in multiple seasons. The first team in Los Angeles, talking about the fan base, the first team to have 100,000 K in 2 different games in the regular season, set NFL attendance records. So the Rams are no strangers to attendance records. So that's what I'm telling you. The first team to win a California championship before the Niners, before the Raiders, before the Lakers, before the Dodgers. The Rams won a championship, the first team to win a championship in Los Angeles, period, but also California, the 1951 NFL champion Rams. Yes, indeed, baby. If you look at the great Commissioner Pete Rozelle came out of the Rams front office. Tex Schramm, the GM of the Niners that helped architect the Niners dynasties and the Tom Landry days, came out of the Rams front office. The Rams broke the color barrier with Kenny Washington and Woody Strode when they came to Los Angeles. Amazing history, not just championships and hardware. Amazing players. The Rams have the most 33 NFL Hall of Famers in the NFC West over the Niners, Seahawks, and Arizona Cardinals. The Rams have more Hall of Famers coming. Amazing. AG says 1945, 1951, 99, 2001 champs, 2 chips in LA, baby. Yes, indeed. We have NFL championship before they called it Super Bowl, pre-Super Bowl, 1951, and then 2021 championship in Los Angeles. Both won at home in our home stadium. John says Frontier moved the team to Anaheim to play in a white neighborhood. No, actually, what that was, in my opinion, is sorry, old man-itis. Carol Rosenblum, the LA Coliseum never wanted to make upgrades in the stadium. You know, he had a vision, and it's funny they were playing the Colts because he traded the Colts franchise for the Rams franchise. He won 2 Super Bowls with the Colts. He had the Rams franchise on its way in 79. He passed away. The Rams were in the Super Bowl after winning multiple divisions. The NFC West was the Rams division. They won like 12, 14 division champions in a row. He had the Rams on their way. He passed away in the Super Bowl year, but he moved the team to Anaheim because the LA Commission officials weren't doing anything. It was a ploy to try to get them to do something. He was trying to build a stadium at Dodger Stadium. He was trying to get them a stadium in LA. So that was supposed to be like a temporary thing, and then he passed. The great Carol Rosenblum. LA Lou says the Rams have more history in LA than people think. The Dodgers integrated baseball in 1947 with Jackie Robinson. The Rams integrated the NFL in 1946 when they signed Woody Strode and Kenny Washington. Exactly right. 1 year before Jackie Robinson broke into the major leagues. Exactly right. People don't realize that. We don't incorporate that enough. I saw that they're doing that now, but it's a very storied franchise. I mean, amazing. I mean, the 1950s Rams did so many record books. You know, records are being broken today that the Rams 1951 team, the forward pass, they won 2 NFL quarterbacks, Norm Van Brocklin and Bob Waterfield, on the same team. I mean, amazing. AJ says, Rudy, what you do with this channel is invaluable for Rams culture. Thank you, brother. Appreciate you, man. Props to you. Appreciate you. Calarica says, I'm from Los Angeles, and a lot of us are 49er fans here in LA. Yeah, there is, because, like I said, the Rams were out of here, Calarican, for 20-plus years. And like I said, if the greatest show on turf Rams never left and they were in St. Louis, they would have, there wouldn't be so many other teams, not just the Niners, your Bills fans, Lions fans, there wouldn't have been so many, not Lions fans, Bill fans, Miami fans, Denver Bronco fans. There's a lot of teams that are around because the Rams were gone. Even the Raiders came to Los Angeles, for heaven's sakes, because that owner at that time. Hold on one second. Let's see. My guy Calarican says, or John says, the Giants won a chance before that in the early 50s. Well, let's see. The early 50s. So that the 1954 was in New York. The early 50s was in New York. It wasn't in California. 1954, the San Francisco Giants won a championship, but that was in New York. Chewy Locos, my dream is to see SoFi Stadium full of Ram fans when we play the Winers and Traders. That would be awesome. Now, on this comment, great comment, Chewy Loco. Now, what's weird for me is I was a Ram season ticket holder all the way through from LA Coliseum to up to last year, and now I just pick what games I go to. But I want to say this. The Ram fans show up for other teams. Like if you go see like a Rams Bears game, just off the top of my head, a Falcon game, the Ram Stadium's full. Now I'm going to just say this. I'm just being honest. A lot of Ram fans sell their tickets because they can make a lot of money for that game. I don't know why it is. I'm not calling out our fan base, but at the same time I am. Well, I've gone to games, say against whatever, just pick a team. Against the Saints, the stadium's full of Ram fans. It's full. If you went to the playoff games, when we played the Arizona Cardinals, full of Ram fans. Where are they at for the Niner fans? It is full. I promise you. It doesn't seem like it, but that particular game, like you said, I hope there's going to be a game soon because we do have the fans. The Rams are one of the top teams when it comes to fan attendance, and it's not just because a game here and there with the Raider fans and 49er fans, they show up, but all the other games, the Rams stadium is packed, 70 some plus seats. And so like that, I've seen it. I've seen it for myself. It's all Ram fans. We're playing other teams. I wish they would show up. The Niner fans would be like, holy smack, what happened? Yeah, exactly right. DJ Phono says, I need them Ram side plates for my universal title belt. Do you also follow wrestling? I love wrestling. Actually, these side plates that I have for my, I'm going to take my thing away. My lady made these. She made these. They're kind of like decals. I'm going to buy the original ones. But yeah, I love wrestling, man. Old school wrestling. Let me get my banner out of the way real quick for you. Hold on. Yeah, you can barely see it. Let me see. Hold on. Pretty cool. They came out pretty good. I'm going to get the official one. John says, Namath retired out of playing for the Rams. Yeah, that was cool seeing him in the uniform, but he was done. JJ Fono, are you season ticket holder? I was a season ticket holder until last year. DJ Fono, what happened was we had, they're still building around the stadium. Some of the parking lots are being built. Some of them are not ready yet, so they weren't able to sell a lot of the season ticket holders, the parking. So we got in the queue and they wouldn't sell it to us. They were already sold out. So you know what? I relinquished it. Now I just go to the games that that I want to go to. I got to call it a night. I'm running late. I appreciate you. Good. Jacques Fortune says, Niners playing off our SoFi debt. Niners are paying off our SoFi debt. Love it. Fernando says, what's up, Rudy? What's up, guys? Thank you guys for coming in. LA Lou says, Georgia Fortune wanted to move the team to her homes in St. Louis. She valued the Rams team in yak drafts and giving the reins of the team to being contra John Shaw. John Robinson had no say. Exactly right. We'll get into that more, LA Lou. Basically, she wanted to move to St. Louis, her hometown. They gave her a sweetheart deal. The Patriots, from what I understand, were supposed to move there, but Robert Kraft bought the team and kept them there. So they were desperate for a team, but there's no props to them. They were getting their Rams. I love my St. Louis brothers and sisters. Don't get me wrong. They're part of our familia. It's not their fault. Hopefully they're still loyal. We used to call it loyal to our location. We'll get into that another day, but exactly right, man. It's unfortunate that our guy, Carol Rosenblum, passed. AJ said, this ticket selling for big games is bad look. We need to show up. I was loud and proud with my Jack Embler jersey. Yeah, exactly right, man. But I could tell you, there's a lot of Ram fans in other games, and they're not disappeared, right? But props to you guys. I'll see you guys tomorrow. I'll come in again tomorrow. Everyone have a great night. Look for the alert. Props to you. As we always say, may the Ramelia be with you. And Ramulators, mount up. Thank you, guys. Appreciate you. Have a good night.